Stavanger is the centre of the Norwegian offshore oil industry. Since the early 1970s, it is, in percentage terms, both Norway's and the Nordic countries' fastest growing town. This expansion is primarily due to efficient transport solutions. From Stavanger, drills, pipes and other materials are distributed to the different oil fields. In order to reduce transport times, a great deal of the transported materials are first driven along the coast roads before they are shipped out to the oil rigs. It's frequently a question of heavy and demanding truck transportation on narrow roads with inclines of up to 8%. Tore Aase is a veteran when it comes to heavy goods transport assignments for the oil industry. He was also the first to take delivery of the world's most powerful truck, the Volvo FH16-700. Tore has now driven the new truck for a few months and can compare it with his old vehicle. Above all, you notice the difference on hilly, undulating ground and when there is a steep upward climb. You can maintain a more even speed so that queues don't build up behind the truck, which was the case before. In the main, it's just like driving a saloon car. Tore spends almost 200 days a year behind the wheel, which makes it very important to feel at home and comfortable in the vehicle. Life in the driver's seat has also become easier thanks to the I-shift automated transmission. I feel fresh and alert when I come home. When I drove with a manual gearbox, I wasn't as alert at the end of the day. This is a new world. Before, I was changing gear all the time. Now I hardly notice when the truck changes gear, and you can't manually change gear as quickly as this automatic gearbox does. Despite the more powerful engine, fuel consumption has been reduced. We consume 5 litres per 100 kilometres less than we did with the previous truck. Tore Aase runs his own company, Special and Heavy Transport, that has run coast transportation with spare parts and other materials to the oil rigs since 1982. The work requires special trailers as the height of the loads must be kept down in order to cope with the many tunnels in western Norway. We carry very large loads in western Norway where there are many low tunnels. Then it's a great advantage having a low-built semi-trailer that we can use. The truck and trailer is easy to drive, and here is part of the reason why. All axles can turn, and they're steered hydraulically from the fifth wheel. With his wide experience, Tore has contributed with his own ideas during the building of the trailer and to the actual equipping of the towing truck. One such example is the specially made storage compartment on the trailer, and the bank of lights behind the spoiler on the roof. But Tore's smartest idea is in fact the ramps of lights mounted in the spoilers on the front wings of the truck. When Tore drives with particularly long and wide loads, then cars frequently try to squeeze in between the truck and the escort car. The ramps of lights on the wing spoilers are clearly visible and warn car drivers that it's not a good idea to try and squeeze in. Another major positive surprise with the new truck are the cornering lights that illuminate the edge of the road when turning. I wasn't sure that this would be as good as it actually is in practice. When you slow down and turn, the powerful lights help a lot, which is a tremendous safety factor. Sometimes Tore transports goods for the oil industry with loads of up to 50 tons. Transportation that frequently takes place on narrow roads that can have kilometre-long uphill climbs. For Tore, it's also a question of finding solutions to the new challenges that continually crop up. In this business, it's a question of being a step ahead of the others. We're now working with a new trailer project, and if everything works out the way we want it to, we will buy a new trailer. Yes, Tore wants to always be one step ahead, and he has no hesitation in investing in new technology. The new FH16-700 has meant both better driving characteristics and lower fuel consumption. What then does he believe the future holds?
or egg.
I believe that Volvo will develop something even more powerful. Volvo should be first and biggest.